Hey, what's up everybody? Brian here with the Holy Roller, playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise, and we're going to roll out a strategy with $700, and this strategy is called WEEZY. Let's see it. Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps and winning free cruises. I'm going to show you what it's all about, so let's get rolling. All right, I wanted to roll out this strategy because it's much like the Light in the Darkness. This was put out by Casino Quest just recently. And the way they do it, I'm going to share, they do a $30 don't. And whatever the point is, if the point, it doesn't matter really what the point is, but you're always going to put 15 and 15, which is an extra $30 on the 4 and 10. If the point is 4 and 10, you leave it like it is, and you're hoping to hit the 10. If the 10 hits, it pays 27. And you just take it down, and then you would just leave the 4 and you put this in your rack. If the 7 comes now, you would get 30. You'd lose 15, get 30. If the 4 comes, you would win 27 but lose 35. So lose a little bit, but you would actually be up. Okay, now if it's a 5, 6, 8, or 9, what they suggest is that you lay $30. So you lay against for $30, and then you're hoping for a 4 or 10. If a 4 or a 10 hit, you'll get paid that $27. You'll take it down, and you'll take down the lay, and then just leave 1, okay? And then just try to get the 4, and then pull that down and just wait. Okay, let's roll this out, Holy Roller style, a little bit of modified. We are going to start with that $30 on the don't pass, and let's get a point established, and we will start even with the same when it comes to the 4 and 10. Okay, there's a 10. That's always great when it comes out on the 4 and 10. So we're going to do 15 on the 4 and 10, okay, and we're hoping for that 4. Here we go. Let's see if we can get it. And there's a 5, and there is a 6. And there is a 4. All right, so we got the 4. That's going to pay $27. Once that pays 27, you take this down. And what I would do, this is how I would modify it. I would take this down too, right? So there's the 30. I would pay a VIG, so you'd have to buy that bet, and you'd have to pay a VIG up front on a cruise, okay? So that would be like that, and then I would hope for the 10. If the 7 comes, I get, $5 extra, or 4 because I had to pay up front. But I'm hoping for that 10 because it pays 50 for 1, and then I would lose this. So let's see what happens. And there it is, the 10. Okay, so we lose this, right? We throw in the $1, and we get 50 for 1, but we would go down with the 10. So we'd actually get that $1 back. And so we'd have 75 back to our rack. And so we'd put that over here and then go back out. There's the 30, and we'd go back out with the 30, 30 on the don't pass. And then we have this ready to go. And we're pretty much up $50. And that just happened to work out. It won't always work out, but this is how I would do it. Okay, so there's an 8. So we're going against the 8. All right. So now normally, in the normal strategy, okay, let me put up the 4 and 10. In the normal strategy, you would lay against the 8, okay? And what would you lay? You would lay $30 in odds. If the 8 comes, you would lose $60. If the 7 comes, you would get paid 30, which would pay for that 30, and you would just win a little bit, if the 7 comes. Rather than just playing for the 7, I wouldn't roll it out with the odds, because if the 8 comes, or the lay, if the 8 comes, I'm going to lose 60. I'd rather just lose this 30 if the 8 comes. And then, so that's how I would play it. So I would just have the same amount of money out there all the time, pretty much. All right, see, there goes the 8. If I would have laid it, I would have lost 60. I'm only losing 30, and the puck will go off, and then it's time for another 30 that I would put out. Another shooter, here we go, and there's a 9. So it's a 9 this time, and again, I wouldn't lay against it. I would just hope for the 4 and 10. Okay, there's the 4. Once I hit a 4 or 10, okay, so I would take it down, right? I would also take this down, then I would go up like that. So I'm bringing $2 back, right, to my rack. And if a 7 comes, I'll win $5 more. And if a 9 comes, I'd win $10. So that's kind of how I would play this strategy. So dice off the table. Let's see if we could do it here. And it's a 9. All right, so the difference, we lose this, and we got that. So difference is $5. Kind of go back and put the $30 on the don't again. So that's kind of how I would roll it. So there's a 6. And so I just figured I would at least show you, because this is a lot like light in the darkness strategy that I have. So let's go up with our 4 and 10. See if we can get a 4 or a 10. There's a 9. All right, no 6, right? There's another 9. Let's get a 4 or 10. And it is an 8. And it is a 5. Everywhere else, there's a 3. Wow, 4 or 10. Come on. And there's a 6. All right, so we lost the 30 here, and we just go back out with the 30. And so that's how I would spend it. And so it's a 5 now. So the point is 5 and 4. All right, so yeah, so this is the big difference. When you get paid on the 4, take this down and then go up on the point. So it's kind of like a light in the darkness version of what I'm doing, you know. And so let's see, some people, so there's the 7. So the difference is $5 and plus the 2. So, you know, $7 for that shooter. And you'd get a really good comp value on the cruise for this. So you could play for a long time, and only lose $30. You know, I guess if you had a come out 7 or 11, but just as many times there's a come out 7 or 11, there's a come out 2 and 3 as well. So there's a 10. So a 10, we would just put up the 15 and 15 and hope for the 4. And if the 10 hit, we wouldn't lose that much. There's a 6. So let's see, there's a 5. Let's see if we can get a 4. Come on. And there's another 6. And there is a 5. So you can see there's a 12. This is how I would play it pretty much. And I'd be, there's a 3. So I'd be, right now, you have like a lot of, there's a 9. You have this average bet working for you on all these throws. And the throws wouldn't happen this fast. So you'd be there for a while. And there's the 4, finally. Now you might say, man, you missed out on all those numbers. But really, this is about comp value and getting a free cruise. So I like this strategy. So here goes. Let's take these down. Let's buy that 10, and then let's bring $1 back to our rack and see what happens. See if we can make the 10, because if we make the 10, we're not really worried about that. I mean, that would be $50, 50 for 1, you know, on the 10. There's another 4. And there's a hard 8. Yeah, so see, this is a good roll. And we're not out there. That's what usually happens. All it takes is for you sometimes to just put money out there, and then something comes. Like, oh man, you know what? I'm tired of missing this. I can't miss out anymore. I'm gonna get an 8. The 8's been rolling, you know, and then a 9, and then you're like, oh, move my bet. Oh, there's the 8. That's funny. All right, 15 for 1. So I don't know. I don't know if I would actually do that. So let me just take that down. That's not the strategy. Let's get the 10. There's a 4. Let's get a 10. There's another 8. And this just happens to be a long roll. Oh my goodness. Why can't I do this roll when I'm doing my other strategies, right? Oh my gosh. I just want a 10. There's a 4 again. How many? We could have made over $1,000 on the 4 already. All right, all right. Well, here's a 2. Wow, I can't get a 10 or a 7. Oh my gosh. There it is. Okay, finally a 7. And the difference is $5 that we win because of the don't. Man, that took forever to get that to play out. So you can see I'm up some money. Like I said, I like this strategy. And so I just wanted to roll it out. And so thanks for watching. If you'd like to see another video, watch this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the Holy Roller. And I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya.